1, 2, 3.
Alright, what's up, guys? My name is Edwin.
Juan de los Solanos.
And Frank Bit from
Alright.
A.D.d.
And today we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan, or as people might more commonly know it as Shinjiki no Kyojin.
Shingeki.
Shingeki?
Yes.
Well, fuck
We don't
me,
speak
dude. I'm
Japanese.
American. America. Alright, so let's get into it. This show's basically set up what? Goddamn.
Revolves around 3 characters: Eren, Armin, and Mikasa.
Yeah, at least the main characters. And then you have supporting characters like Levi Strauss and
That's later. That's later,
yeah.
But overall, the show is just about the survival of humanity after a group of, well, they call them Titans, come out and just completely wiped humanity to the brink and left them in this one little area called what's the city called? Do you remember what it's called?
There's multiple cities.
Wall
3 walls.
It's
3 walls.
Wall Maria, not Maria. It's
Yeah.
Maria.
that's all I know
Mario,
about it.
apparently.
Or at least even care to know
Wall
about
Rose and Wall Cena.
That's it, right?
In no particular order.
I don't remember the exact order, but at least I hope we got the names right at least. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna start dissecting into this now. First, let's start off with the characters.
Yeah, I mean, what's...
it. Alright, Eren. How about Eren? Everybody likes Eren, right? Right? No?
Among the fans, maybe. I've seen a couple people cosplay as him.
that or have him make love with Levi. Fangirls.
No.
Fangirls, that's what they do, alright?
Doji.
It's out there.
Well, overall for me, the characters are just not very likable for me. Like when spoiler alert, but some characters do die, and you really don't feel anything for them because they're just so damn stupid.
Well, the characters that die are the side characters, and obviously they're meant to be what I like to call them Titan fodder. Since they obviously serve no real purpose but to die, and hope you can sympathize with the plight of the people.
Yeah.
They're meant to die so that you can sympathize with the humans, saying that they don't really stand a chance, especially with how stupid they are. One example would be somewhere around episode 6. One of the characters is being chased by a Titan. Where this character has the Titan's complete attention, and another character, I think his name is Connie. He has a perfect opportunity to slice the Titan behind the throat, but instead he decides to hit the Titan. Not with his hands, not with his legs, not with his sword, but with his body. Okay, he flies up right into the Titan's face. Like, was that supposed to do anything?
And the Titan was not even paying attention to him to begin with. He had every single opportunity to actually kill him and save his life. Did he do it? No.
Yeah, there's some moments where you actually really see how kind of... Well, the way I see it is humanity's pretty... Well, the soldiers... What are the soldiers called again? They're called...
Just soldiers? Don't really have a name.
And they have
The
chances
Scout.
to attack Titans.
Well, that's
They
the
have,
Legion.
they have a chance to kill Titans while they're distracted, but instead, they rather go out and just start yelling and... Considering the Titans are also not really smart. They're strong, fast, and everything, but they don't have the they don't have like the brains to according to humans.
You would figure that by humans having intelligence, they'd be able to fight back. At least it seems like they have, because the show doesn't really explain how they got the 3D dimensional gear, or how they really figured out how that these blades worked against the Titans. You kind of just jump right into it.
Or even how they figured out the Titan's weak spot to begin with.
Yeah, that's it.
There's really no explanation. It's like saying there it is, and there you go. It's all there. It's all there.
Yeah,
There you go.
You can't,
Which is okay if you really don't care about backstory. Like if you're a fan of just like watching, just seeing eye candy, well, it's pretty entertaining.
Even if there's no backstory, they should at least give you some kind of tidbits of information, which they do kind of try to do in between the commercial breaks of the anime. They'll give you a tidbit of information, like the names of the walls, what the blades are made out of. But other than that, they don't give any information as to how they found out what the weakness was. Nothing. It's just like, here you go. We're giving it to you and just run with it.
and it pretty much the anime sets the mood kind of like the Titans always have existed. No, there's no origin or anything like that. Which in the manga,
there is, but we're going to stick with season 1.
Well, okay, so point being is that in the anime they really don't explain anything about the Titans to begin with.
They just
been there, always
they
been
just
there.
appeared. They just appeared 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't they say like out of the blue the Titans just appeared
the
and
Titans
just completely wiped out humanity?
The Titans just appeared.
Started wiping out humanity overnight, practically.
Overnight.
And then they said they had the time, and yet in that time they had time to raise 3 walls, 3 gigantic walls,
which are said to be at least 500 meters apart, or something like that.
I think so.
500 meters.
That kind of bugged me the first I saw it. It just, I don't know, it just bugged me a lot.
Yeah.
The only time that you can actually sympathize with some of the characters was actually within like the first 1 or 2 episodes.
Actually, though, it opened up pretty well. The first 2 episodes were really good.
Yeah, it did open up very well.
It had really nice. You could actually you sense that humanity was on survival.
Like, so at first you don't know anything because the whole
basically.
introduction, they don't really tell you anything, which is like the first episode is very entertaining. Spoiler alert.
What spoilers?
Well, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's actually watched it. Okay, who hasn't watched it. Okay?
Who hasn't watched it?
But yeah, it just begins when the revealing of the armored titan. That was a great.
That was pretty ominous. I was like, oh shit.
Even with the tandem, even together with the music, it really made it feel dramatic, and that was what the cool part about it was.
Yeah, felt very dramatic. When the Colossal Titan appears for the first time. It doesn't start off with a shot of the Colossal Titan. It starts off with a shot of everybody standing still, looking up. And as the camera slowly pans up, you see this huge figure looking over the wall.
Like a man looking through a window.
Oh, shit. There is a man looking through a window.
There is no man there. Yes, of course there isn't.
But yeah, definitely the first episode was incredibly dramatic. And when I first saw the show, I had no idea of the manga or the light novel or the original source material. But yeah, I mean, I just clicked on it, started watching it, and goddamn, I was very impressed with the music, the animation, the story. I mean, I thought, oh shit, this is gonna be the next big thing. Like, oh damn.
Yeah, that's what drew me in to begin with as well. It had a really nice setting in the first 4 episodes at least. Then comes.
Later. It begins fast paced. Like first it begins it brings you in fast, then eventually it slows down.
It just
slows.
It's like walking through molasses. That's how bad it got.
Walking through molasses. I have no idea how that feels, John. You want to explain to our viewers?
I wouldn't.
Myself?
Dude, it's just a figure of speech. Shut up.
Sure it is.
So a lot of the times, these characters, they do more talking than they do fighting. For example, like even on episode 21, you have Eren. He turns into a Titan.
Spoiler
Specifically, he turns into a Titan. The specific scene, and this is what really bothered me. He turns into a Titan. He's beating up what everybody should obviously know is... What's her name again? Annie.
Are you okay? Are you okay,
Annie? To what everybody should know, it's Annie. There is no surprise there, and if you didn't know it was Annie when you were watching this anime, I don't know what to say about you. Anyways, so he basically has her pinned down, and you have this long, boring 5-minute.
This sequence needs to be alright, they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
But there's not really much fight. It's more of Eren looking down you killed this, you did this, you did that.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Kill him already. Kill her.
Well, guys, I'll be honest. There was a little bit of fighting, and the part of that whole sequence that was fighting was pretty badass.
But if we honestly edit out all the talking, there'd probably be 30 seconds of fighting.
Yeah,
no kidding. Seriously.
It'd be a really short fight, yeah. Especially the way it ends. He just stands there and his head he lets his face get kicked off.
He gets beaten up. He deserved it. He deserved to get beaten up for wasting time.
Yeah.
Speaking of wasting time, starting from around episode 12, after episode 12...
These are very specific episodes. That's not a surprise.
After episode 12, they start... I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea, but they start the episode, at least a quarter of the episode, with recapping what happened the previous episode. That is absolutely not needed, especially of an anime with this that has nothing much going on except for talking and people just wasting time and getting themselves killed.
Yeah, because that's one thing that bugs me a lot too, is that they have to... How do I explain it? They have to... In every episode, every character has to realize something. I forget his name. He has blonde hair. He has
Armin?
No, not Armin. He's a side character from. He leads the group practically, but he has like a blondish type of hair.
Oh, you mean kind of like
The
a bowl
captain?
cut?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like the captain.
He has a bowl cut, right?
Erwin?
Huh?
Commander Erwin?
I don't. He's not one of the. I can't remember his name. Hold on one second. I'll be looking it up. Just keep talking.
It's gonna take too long, Frank.
Just do it.
Okay, so let's carry on, John.
Yeah, the characters are really stupid. We hate the characters. P.S. Mikasa is hot.
Yeah, that's John's opinion.
As John's opinion,
Personally,
his opinion does not voice the rest of us.
personally, I kind of got a thing for Potato Girl or Sasha.
Yeah.
She's kind of kawaii.
Well, at least let me elaborate on why I said P.S. Mikasa is hot, because apparently that happens to be every guy's favorite character. Now, she is not exactly the kind of character that hasn't been done before. You have the ultra intelligent, very talented, stoic, straight-faced girl that is tough. A lot of animes do that. There is no... That is not something that's strange to when it comes to, you know, catching guys' attention, basically.
Oh yeah, but you don't want to touch Eren because Mikasa would try to.
Hold on. And to top that all off, she's a childhood friend.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Well, she's not really a childhood friend, was she?
Yeah,
she got adopted into the family as a friend as a kid. Remember? Cause Armin never really knew her. I think.
Yeah.
He just met her that one time where.
Yeah, her parents get killed.
Yeah. Wow, that was one.
And we pretty much already know that Mikasa has a thing for Eren.
Pretty obvious.
And if you guys have not paid attention to Attack on Titan, then I don't know what to say to you, because that was a very obvious episode.
And I don't understand why all these guys be fangirling over Mikasa, because they already know they stand no chance with her if she was a real person. You know, which is me saying, putting that out there, you know. And then she thinks of no one else but Eren, which is kind of sad because he's very much a wimp.
Yeah, he's basically Shinji.
Although
Shinji
although he's the main character who actually wants to fight, which is Armin. No, Armin is the wimp of the group.
Armin. not Eren is not exactly like Shinji. He's more like. In a sense where you have submissive white girl that wants to protect Shinji. Only that this Shinji in Attack on Titan, he actually, you know, fights and he doesn't whine all the time, even though he does ramble on for ages. Then you have, and that's for, again, Mikasa is basically just an appeal for guys. We have appeal for girls. Levi. Exactly the same thing as Mikasa, just a male version with a pair of testicles.
Yeah, and for some reason the bow cut. I guess girls have a thing for guys in bow cuts.
That's a lie. I tried it. They all ran away from me.
Also another issue I have with this anime. I mean, I know this is Japanese.
It sounds like we're ranting here, but we'll get to the positives soon.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're trying to vent out a bit.
There are goods in this anime.
Okay.
There are just a lot of things that bother us.
Yeah. Okay. So as we said. Humanity was brought almost to extinction, right? Overnight. And so all these people, obviously, as we know, the people in this city are not Japanese. If anything, they are more white. So what bothers me about this show is that everybody speaks Japanese, and only one Japanese person seems to have survived, and that person would be Mikasa.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is right.
She seems to be the only Japanese person in this anime. Everyone else seems to be some kind of European white. And everybody speaks Japanese. I'm like, oh wow. I mean, I guess everybody loves the Japanese language, that they adopted it as their native language.
You could almost say that everybody
cool.
in Attack on Titan are a bunch of weeaboos.
It would have been 100 years. It would have been 100 years. So actually, it would have been cool. They would have had the characters all have to learn different languages because they all speak differently.
No, yeah, okay. And
cool.
and let me explain myself. This isn't just speculation on my part because Mikasa looks Asian. They explain it themselves when the Mikasa background story episode.
Yeah,
they say that Mikasa's mother is the only full-blooded Asian person, and Mikasa is half. So, oh man, what does that say? Oh man. But yeah, that's just one small bit I found disturbing, but that's probably just me overanalyzing this show.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and disregard that and just call it as a rant.
Yeah,
but here is something that really does strike a chord. The basement. Why hasn't anybody gone into the basement?
Even, I would agree that, okay, I understand that Eren has the, another spoiler if you haven't, keeping up with the
whole entire
manga.
thing's a spoiler, so just keep going.
Eren has the ability to control Titans. So,
That's season 2, by the way.
Yeah, season 2.
Or, I don't know, because we're
Or
going
the
by
manga.
I actually read the manga to a certain point, and once I read that part, I kind of said, oh, that is...
Yeah, so they know Titan. They know Eren
yeah.
could transform into Titan. They know he could control Titans to some degree, and they have yet to get to the basement.
And Eren knows fully well that holds the key to their salvation, and they have clearly said that.
Yeah, that the salvation to humanity lies in the basement. So why not just go there? You know, I mean, I understand there's Titans in the way, but you got Eren and Levi and Mikasa and all these other badass motherfuckers.
And instead of making a pointless trip to outside the walls into the forest, which obviously accomplished absolutely nothing, they could have, just going locally in a destroyed part of town and just go to the basement instead of, traveling outside the walls. There was no really much point to that whatsoever. Very disappointed. I am much disappointed.
Did you say I'm much disappointed? All right, so do you guys want to touch on any more positives? Because, like I said...
Positives?
Positives, I think we've been going to negatives this whole time.
Yeah.
I remember hearing some good things, like the animation, which is really good.
Hold on. Before we actually get into the positives, bungee cords. How long are their bungee cords?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Because everyone pointed out to us, because I don't know why I didn't pay attention to it, but I just was watching, and I was like, huh, his back is turned for a while, and yet he's still swinging.
Yeah.
How long is that cord?
And I'm surprised they haven't hit a tree. No, all the eye contact they've been making, instead of looking forward, they look at each other for endless amount of time.
And they're so zipping
And
through the
they're
air.
traveling really quickly.
Well, unless you see from the Titan's perspective. If you look from the Titan's perspective, he's like, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one scene we kind of found hilarious, even though it's kind of messed up.
Oh,
where
man.
the female Titan is just running out in the open. First
Annie.
Good. Yeah, it's Annie.
Yeah.
Of course. Annie, she okay?
The guy she kicked wasn't okay. Talk about it.
The only thing going through my mind when I saw that is seeing from South Park Kyle going, time to kick the baby. And I say, kick the baby. I just baby that. I always found that kind of hilarious.
Yeah, and again, this was on episode.
Don't worry about
20.
the episode. It happens after they get out of the wall, so go scout.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they go scout.
Oh, okay.
And he kicks the guy.
After it goes to the one scene I really did like though was when Eren actually plugs a hole in the wall.
Oh,
Like the whole sequence though, I did like it. They were actually decided to fight, although there's still some stupidity going on. But at least they're fighting back.
All right, so let's get to the goods. The animation.
And certain sequences are pretty good though.
Yeah.
When it comes to when the music is going, the animation is going, it's actually very good.
And especially in the beginning of this series, towards the beginning, and more like towards the middle, when they're zip lining through the town, those were some pretty nice shots. The animation was smooth, grabbed your attention, especially with Titans smashing shit up right behind them.
Speaking of Titans, has anybody ever gotten the feeling that the Titans remind you a lot of the cast of King of the Hill? They have the same kind of.
Whoa!
Yeah, they have the same kind of, not
Body
appearance.
shape.
More like they just have the vibe. They have the same body shape.
I personally do not. I personally do not like how the Titans look.
Yeah.
Oh, but what makes me laugh the most is the fact that instead of trying to find a way to cover up a huge naked Titan, they said they have no reproductive organs. They don't have any of that.
We
they're
got
censored.
around the censor.
We got around the censor. They don't have anything there. Which explains why they're probably so frustrated when they take out the humans.
Grr, we're so jealous of them.
Oh man.
Probably the Titans are the real Asians, and they're really upset about the humans.
Oh, I had to cut that out. Unless you want to offend their one fan.
Alex won't mind.
Okay, sorry. I keep on deviating this conversation to the bad
Digressing,
side.
you moron.
Oh, sorry.
Digressing.
I keep on talking about the flaws when everybody's trying to talk about the goods. So I will stop talking about the flaws.
All right, now talk about the
The
music.
reason why we're
Talk about the goods of the music.
so hateful on this it's just the fact that everyone had raved about it, how great this anime was, and now it's so this, the characters and everything. When we finally saw it, I was like,
we had so much hope for it because it had a good setting, it had a good plot, it had a good foundation for a story, but it just fell short.
Well,
that's all that happened.
Well, guys, I'll be honest here. I really liked this show up until the end of the season and a certain OVA that came out.
Stop licking me.
Oh, the OVA. I haven't seen it, but Edwin does not
all
like
right,
the OVA.
talk about the OVA.
What happens in this OVA?
I did not like the OVA. It seemed like it had something to do with Attack on Titan mixed together with Cookie Mama. So we like to make fun of it by saying Attack on Cookie Mama. It was basically they try to turn this action anime, suspense anime into a slice of life anime where they try to lighten up the mood by having a cooking competition.
What?
Yeah, seriously, a cooking competition.
How much could they cook since they're limited on resources?
So humanity is on the brink of extinction. They're being attacked, and they're having cooking competitions.
And
then I'm assuming you haven't seen the episode. I'm assuming they throw it to the Titans. Whoever eats it, they win.
No, the competition is like 2-part competition. First, they're supposed to go out and capture their food, right? So I don't know what happens. They catch a big pig, then they cook it up.
Also, let me stress something. I hate how overpowered the Titans have to be. The Titans, they can regenerate. They don't have to eat. They don't have to really do anything, and they don't have to eat or anything. Yet they are still killing humans.
They're basically like zombies.
Yeah, but they're invincible practically. The only way you kill them is by ripping that back of their neck part. Which I kind of ridiculous.
Spoiler alert: killing the person inside the Titan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Titans are humans. They're just transformed in Titans.
And they don't know it, and they're basically cryogenic sleep, but inside a body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure how that works. How can how can your body remain perfectly preserved inside this Titan as they wander around the landscape for who knows how long? One of the characters, Ymir, as you'll find out later, she's a Titan shifter. And she's apparently, according to her, she's been roaming around aimlessly for 65 years. Wow. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah. And let's not, and it may sound like we're nitpicking.
Wait, let me get my dog out of here.
It may sound like we're nitpicking, but,
it's just that fact that we were so overhyped for watching this, and we finally saw it. And it didn't really meet our expectations, and then you start nitpicking the more you don't like it.
Let's just don't forget that they're humans too. Even though they're in Titan bodies, they're humans too. How are they even gonna survive if they don't have to eat? That really doesn't.
Although there's one weakness though, is apparently the nighttime weakens them.
I guess
unless they experience the sun, they start dying out.
I guess you could say that these Titans are eco-friendly because they seem to run on solar power. I'm not sure how that makes much sense, but apparently they run on solar power because if you deprive them of sunlight during the night,
each meter one has different effects.
Yeah, each meter one has different. Each different class can run for a certain time after being deprived of sunlight. But it seems like the limit is the one night, so about 8 hours. So really, the solution here is quite simple: go around running 2 Titans with big blankets. And cover them up, and hope they don't. Yeah, and the
bird trick, just throw a giant.
And hope they don't knock the blanket off. And after 8 hours, you'll have a perfectly docile Titan.
Okay.
Anybody want to talk about the pros now?
All right, let's just summarize it for real.
Well, I tried saying that the animation was nice.
All right, let's try to summarize. All right. The good. All right, let's just say good. Try not to go in bad. Just say the good. Overall,
all right,
good.
Cool. It has really good animation. Actually, the animation is pretty damn good. Not the best, but it's actually really good.
Pretty damn good.
And I think they spent all their money on their animation, contrary to the story. Anyway,
and the music. Whoever made the music for that's pretty good.
Yeah, Hiroyuki Sawano made the music, which also made the music for Kill la Kill. He is very talented. I like his music. Even though I wasn't entirely a big fan of the second opening of Attack on Titan's music, or the first one. The first one was okay, but I'm not a big fan of it. But the music within the anime, the show, was really good, and I thought that was top notch.
And certain sequences are actually pretty damn smooth when it goes actually well in the show. Like when they actually pull something off, it actually is pretty cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think? What else can you add to that?
Well, I don't know. I've explained to these guys before, but I'll explain it for you guys. Usually when I watch an anime, I don't usually pay attention to the music, which my friend John here says is a shame.
It is.
But Yes, I can't really say much about the music during the anime, but I can tell you that the first intro was I did like the first intro. It was especially the beginning how they started off. I just say that somebody wants to have sex with the bees and the eagles. and also, and also, seriously, I kid you not. Listen to the opening of the song as to just before or after the wall breaks. If you
I want to have sex with
it
the
sounds
bees and the eagles.
it sounds like the singer is saying, "I want to have sex with the bees and the eagles."
Which of course that's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
he?
Or let's just include a little clip after this little part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frank, if you can do that.
Pause. Okay.
All right, we're back. All right, yeah. Let's hope you caught that. And also, Frank, if you get at this in later, it sounds like the singer's having a craving for potato pizzas, and he starts laughing. Ha, ha, ha. Potato pizza.
Okay. Yeah, but like I personally, I really think that music is essential to certain anime at least, because I know not all anime needs music to back it up. With the exception of Cowboy Bebop, wow, that OST was absolutely incredible. But coming back to Attack on Titan, so I really think that Hiroyuki San did a good job in capturing the overall emotion of what's happening in the anime. And again, the perfect example is the first episode when you have the giant massive Titan overlooking the wall. And just how you have that blaring choir in the background.
Everyone knows that shot. It's a meme everywhere.
Yeah, it's a meme everywhere. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. And they did a really good job, and that was a really good, well done soundtrack as far as capturing humanity. We're screwed. I mean, how are we gonna fight it? Unfortunately, they don't. Anyways,
all right. Now it's the cons. Which I really don't want to go back into. So we're just rewinded.
Frank, this whole video is a con video, basically.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to touch on the cons. But if you want to be really brief about it, let's read off the list. Characters are stupid.
We'll go to our page and we'll show you what we have up.
Yeah, that's basically our little summary of what we thought about the show, at least.
Another flaw is that the story is pretty redundant.
Yeah, it is. Again, you have...
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
Jeez.
All right, so overall, what's your summary of the overall? Edwin?
My summary?
Overall?
Well, I kind of liked it, so I will say 7 out of 10 basement dwellers approve.
I liked it to a certain degree. I will say that much. Because I'm not gonna...
And that's a lot coming from him.
Yeah, as much as I really, really, really do not like this anime, I will give it credit for what it does provide. It has really good animation, it has a good fun foundation for a story, and the music is absolutely incredible. But it really falls short, and because of all the hype and everything, and all the popularity that has gone beyond it, at least, it really... put a sour taste in my mouth and just how disappointing it turned out to be. And I don't like wasting time when it comes to watching animes. And again, to a certain degree, I felt like I was wasting my time watching this anime, so I just went ahead and finished it. I watched it anyways, so, whatever. My fault. All things considered, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I've seen worse anime, so, that's... pretty good coming from me, at least.
Alright, now it's my review, the one that only matters.
Hey.
Well, for me, it's a personal score, but actually, if you're actually looking for an anime that's just pure eye candy that you just want to look at, if you're not gonna pay attention to story, not really pay attention, just watch it for pure action and just pure... How do I say this?
If you're looking for ecchi, there isn't much in here. So if that's all you're looking for, you probably
watch personally, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10 basement dwellers approval. From my perspective score. But you fans out there probably like it more than we do, and if so, just leave your comments before, rant back at us if you want. Rip us a new one if you want.
Tell us how wrong we are. Tell us how awesome Mikasa is. Tell us how much Eren is not a wimp. Tell us how he's the savior of humanity. Even though he seems to cry more than he does actually saying, but okay,
oh my God,
that's all.
And if you say that Mikasa is your waifu, please check in at a psychiatrist.
What is your waifu anyways, anyway?
My waifu?
Yeah.
Senjo Gahara-sama.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's our review for today on Attack on Titan. Yeah, like I said, leave comments below, ranting us, ripping us a new one if you want. This is our opinions. Let us know yours. This is Franklin from A.D.d.
This is Edwin.
And Juan de los Solanos.
That name's gonna keep changing. Still needs approval. Thanks for watching or listening, and till next time.
Listening, Frank. Listening.
Wait.
Well, they're gonna be watching the video on YouTube.
And stay tuned for our next video. Annoying anime intros with dubbed soniditos.
Oh, if you have any other also if you have any other ideas for us that you want us to review or touch upon, Edwin will gladly watch it for you.
I will gladly watch anything. I will gladly watch anything.
Edwin's
except Boku no Pico. We've all had enough of that. Come on, guys.
Oh, man.
Come on, guys. We've all had enough of that.
Please do not Google it. Do not Google it.
Google it.
Don't listen to them. Don't do anything. Don't even hear that name. Ignore it.
Yeah, so whatever you want me to watch, ecchi, slice of life, just toss it my way, harem. I'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll all watch it. If you're not sure about it, we'll finish watching it. We'll leave a review for you. And yeah, we'll touch upon anything. And yeah, we'll watch any anime you want us to.
Yeah.
And yeah, also look also for future references. I will probably personally be working on AMVs to upload for your entertainment. Hopefully soon.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're planning to do a lot of projects. We're still starting up, but if you have any ideas for us that you want us to do, we'll gladly take into consideration.
Speaking of projects, we really need a mixer.
Anyone out there can donate one to us?
Come on, guys. It's the first episode.
Yeah. Help a brother out, right?
All right. Well, yeah. Like always. See ya.
Peace out.